Hello and welcome to another Minecraft expansion SMP episode. In this episode, I have a lot of plans for the SMP today. We all know at the beginning of any session you have to check your shops for profits, in which my bookshop did 10 diamonds, which is good. This is one of my best shops. Every single day I check, there's more diamonds in here, so I'm definitely gonna be rich in the near future. But besides that, one of my plans today is to build a quest area for the members. It's kind of like a community thing. It's just an area where people can do like quests for diamonds in case, you know, the shops aren't doing well or they just really need the diamonds. But any good build has to start with, you know, spending diamonds. So I stopped by the stone shop and I buy some stone, some diorite, some andesite, some tuff, and all that. Also, someone died near the area, so I was dumping all their stuff in there so they can come pick it up. Unfortunately, I did do a lot of the building off recording, which was just like the main buildings and stuff, but I am gonna record me doing the top of the towers because that's really like the focal point of the whole build. All the buildings below are like pretty simple and they didn't really take that much time to do, but I plan on like doing different gradients for the tower roofs. So the spawn tower, where is all the new members spawn in, that's right next to it, and that's already been done for a while. And for that I did a red to pink gradient. So for the new towers, I'm gonna have a black to white gradient and a green to yellow, because I think those would look best. So after I start shaping the peak of the towers out, it's time to go get the resources to actually finish the build. Oh, and by the way, here's a quick look at the red to pink gradient, just to give you some reference to what is actually gonna go on here. First, I'm going to quickly hop into my creative test world to show you the whole gradient I'm going to be using. And honestly, I haven't used gradients that much in Minecraft before. I've used a lot of textures. I used gradients a few times, but nothing crazy. It was always like something simple, like black to gray. I kind of want to like switch it up. Well, I mean, this isn't switching it up, but the other towers, I'll be switching it up. But after plenty of tinkering, I eventually came up with what I wanted. And I decided to use bone blocks. I don't know why, but I feel like bone block would have like worked really good with the gradient. And I've never actually used bone blocks before in a build, so this is a new thing for me that I really wanted to try. Now's the time to start gathering resources for the actual gradient itself, which shouldn't be too bad because the shop's in the district. But there's definitely some things I have to, you know, gather myself, because there isn't that many shops yet, since the realm is still kind of fresh. And for the white gradient, I am gonna need some diorite, which I go ahead and buy real quick. And the basalt here is pretty cheap, so I go ahead and I buy a few stacks of that. Or just one stack actually. And on my way back to my base, I got left a little bit of mail, which is basically a shit ton of packed ice. One of the members is helping me like connect all the bases together with the nether highways, but we still need to like actually make the boat roads, you know? So he left some ice and a cake, which is nice, so we can, you know, go ahead and finish that later. But anyways, for the gradient, I'm gonna need a lot of black concrete, which I'm gonna use a powder version and the solid concrete version. And I don't know why, I hate turning concrete powder into concrete. It's so annoying. Like, I know in Java it's not that hard since you have like the offhand, but this runs in Bedrock, so I have to like, you know, it's a lot slower. And also if you try to like stack it up a pillar, right, and then have like the bottom one block in water, it doesn't really matter. If you still like break it, like half the blocks will like destroy themselves, if that makes sense, and then you're just stuck with like just like concrete powder. Like it just doesn't turn all of them into concrete. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's annoying. Also, wool is such a good building block, especially gray wool. I mean, gray wool is like so good for like your like rock textures and stuff, like just the classic gray rock texture. It's so goddamn, like, it's so necessary. Like, I was debating like creating an entire building just for light gray sheep, just to farm light gray wool, because that's how useful I think they are. And also on my, you know, material shopping journey, I needed to visit this guy to get me some calcite, because there's no calcite shop yet and I needed it for the gradient, which a calcite shop would be pretty useful, but it is also really annoying to get. But I'm definitely glad there are shops in the shopping district. Like, just shop in whole make building go a lot faster. It takes out the resource gathering process, which I know a lot of people like. That's kind of like the downside. A lot of people like gathering resources, but it's just, I mean, me personally, I actually don't like it that much. A lot of people say it's therapeutic, you know, it's like their favorite part of Minecraft, but me personally, I'd rather just get to building. Like, I always dread gathering resources. But anyways, the gradient gathering process is going really well. I think we're pretty much done. All I gotta do is turn half of the concrete powder into solid concrete, and then that should be it. Thank God I'm done with all that. Now it's time to start actually constructing the building itself. And the bottom's gonna start off very dark with just pure black concrete. And to make things a little bit lighter, it'll move on to some black wool. And next we're gonna add in some mud because it's even lighter than the black wool. You basically understand that the direction this is going. I'm gonna stop yapping and just let you see the building process. And there you go, that's the entire thing done. I didn't like go into creative or nothing and like test out the actual gradient itself. I just figured out the colors. I felt like the, whole placing the blocks part would be pretty much common sense. And it basically was. It worked out really well. I didn't need to tinker with anything really. Everything just worked out pretty much perfectly. That's only one of the 2 towers. Now it's time to start gathering resources for the next tower, which will be a green to yellow gradient. And I'll hop into my creative world to show you, what I'm going to be using for the gradient. And by the way, this is real-time voicing. You usually don't get to hear me. I usually just do like voiceovers. You never really get to hear what I say when I play, but when I'm explaining the blocks, you'll be able to hear what I'm saying actually in time for the first time. Okay, green concrete, moss. Green concrete powder, glazed terracotta, lime concrete powder, bamboo, strip bamboo, yellow wool, yellow concrete powder. Lord have mercy on my fucking soul. As you can see, there's a reason why I don't voice over in real time. The audio is ass, you can hear my keyboard, but for the new gradient, we have to stop by the wood boat shop over here and buy some bamboo, which is a really good price. Honestly, I thought, bamboo blocks were a lot harder to get. But apparently not. This guy has it locked down. I would have, charged more diamonds for it, but I'm benefiting, so it's not that big of a deal. And I don't want to sound corny or anything, but like with this SMP, I'm really living my dream. Like I'm just constantly pretending I'm on the Hermitcraft server. I don't care how cheesy it sounds, bro. I don't care how fanboy it sounds. I'm having fun pretending like I'm part of something like that. Which I wouldn't mind actually, being on the Hermitcraft server one day. Honestly, life goals, maybe, if I'm lucky, I don't know, we'll see. Also, one of my favorite new blocks they added was the bamboo. It's such a good block. It makes the cherry blossom look like shit, let's be so for real. Like, compared to bamboo, cherry blossom's ass. Also, may or may not have a personal vendetta against cherry blossom. I hate it so much. Like, don't ask me why, I just hate it. I don't know why, it's just, I don't, people use it, they make pink houses look like shit. Bro, this is Minecraft, not fucking Barbie's dream house. Like, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm just a hater. I don't know. But enough yapping and complaining. It's time to start on the build. Here's basically what the gradient is going to look like. The 3 towers are looking really good together. I just have to go ahead and finish the rest of the, tower. Fast forward into the future, I already finished the towers and everything, and now it's time to actually see how the quests work. So basically you come in, you pick a quest. The quest is like ranked by difficulty, I guess, and then the higher the difficulty, the more diamonds you get, obviously. But it's time to actually reward the first quests that were accepted and done, which is pretty exciting. It's definitely working well. It's working exactly how I thought it was gonna work, and builds are already starting to pop up because of them. And the new dogs were added to the game. This is actually the first time I'm seeing one. They actually look pretty cute. I can't wait to see all the rest of the breeds and stuff. And there's a lot of new shops popping up around spawn, which is good too. So basically how this works, when you complete the quest, you come and you bring the quest slip back to my mailbox, and then I check the mailbox, and then I check the Discord because there'll be like screenshots of proof corresponding to said quest. It's kind of a process, but it does work, and it's how I know who to give diamonds to and when to actually give rewards, And the first quest goes to Closey over here, and I'm pretty sure the quest was connecting a pathway to your neighbors, which she made a very cute pathway. as you can see. The next quest reward comes over here to Caden. His quest was making an air balloon, and he did complete that, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him his diamonds. He did a very impressive job on his air balloon. Definitely looks better than mine. I have to might have to steal some of his techniques. The final quest reward comes over here to James for connecting his base up to the nether hub at spawn. And it's funny, I don't actually remember the exact reward for the quest, so that's why I keep the papers to remember how many diamonds I need to give them. But after all that, I do return all the quests back to their, designated areas so they can be accepted again by another player. That'll probably conclude this video. In the next video, I have plans to actually make a wool shop and the whole build for that thing, so that's what the video is probably gonna contain. But I keep stuttering today. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Also another reminder, if you want to join the realm, you can go ahead, add my Discord info in the description, and you can join. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.